Malawi Brief.
Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to seek clarification because much as you've alluded to the same fact, listening to the presentation by Chair of Agriculture, sometimes the House is misled. Number one, I wanted to find out whether the member has been appointed into cabinet to speak on behalf of the ministry or any ministry, because all the issues that came out from the presentation, Right Honorable Speaker, is purely something that would have come from ministerial statement from Ministry of Agriculture. And this is a fact. This is a fact. And then, secondary to this, Right Honorable Speaker, there are also issues to do with funding within the presentation of the chair. Is he speaking on behalf of Ministry of Finance? And which standing order and which section within the Public Finance Management Act empowers him to speak like this and make an assurance on behalf of government as if he represents the executive? Right Honorable Speaker, I submit and seek for your guidance.
Leader, let me guide as follows, then I will come to you, Deputy Leader. I think the issue started from the House, and let me have order. Let me have order. The issue started from here, and the honorable member, being Chair of Agriculture, had to go and verify, and he was given facts which he has given the House for the sake of information, that people were doubting if maize is really not being bought, or the Ministry of Finance has not released funding for purchase of maize. Government is doing everything possible to make sure that we curb the incoming hunger. And it's important that we got that information. And I've said that those that have issues can bring up the issue separately or go and verify and bring us a different report if you feel that the report that was presented is not 100% accurate. Otherwise, the honorable member is not in cabinet, but maybe one day he will be. As of today, he was talking as a Chair of Agriculture, and the matter is now closed. Lilongwe Mpenu, what's gone out of order? Salima Central, I will not give you the floor now. You had yielded to the Leader of Opposition. Maybe later on. Yes, Lilongwe Mpenu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting the people of Lilongwe Mpenu an opportunity to raise a point of order. In the submission coming from the chair of the Agriculture Committee, mention has been made of the fact that 100 billion Malawi Kwacha has been made available to NFRA to purchase maize. Mr. Speaker, sir, from the information that this side has, this is not money that is coming from government. This is a loan from FDH. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to get information from the government, because this loan has not passed through this House. And Mr. Speaker, sir, as per procedure, a loan that is given to this institution needs to go through this House. And I wanted to ask our friends on the other side to supply this House, to supply you, Mr. Speaker, sir, with information as to how that loan has been procured. Mr. Speaker, sir, we do appreciate that matters of hunger in this country are matters of warfare for our people. But procedure, this is a house of record and this is a house of procedure. And if a procedure has been flouted, Mr. Speaker, something needs to be done. And as opposition, we will not allow the government side to trample upon procedure, to trample upon the law. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Lilongwe Mpenu, I'm not allowing debate, but since you stood on a point of order, the Minister of Finance is not here, but I want to assure you that the money, whether it's from FDH or any bank, it is an agreement between that bank and government. And that it's not necessary that those kind of agreements should all come through the House, but the Minister of Finance sees it fit how to deal with those issues. That's why I said, if you have something substantial, you want to bring it, then you know what to use. Use the right procedure and the issue can be debated with your facts. So for now, I rule you out, Honourable Member. I see Minister of Local Government. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I think this is a house of records, and when we want to politic, we politic on the basis of facts, not only facts, but situations around. We cannot, and I cannot, ascertain to the fact whether it is a loan or not. But as of you highlighted, if it is a loan, it is the government that might have gotten that. And the Public Finance Management Act has it. It allows the Minister of Finance to do the same, but the same demands that at an appropriate time, the minister should bring it to Parliament. It does not say before he gets it, it comes to Parliament. It allows the minister, it allows the Minister of Finance. That is why he has brought them to Parliament, having already gotten them. We have done that before. And the Minister of Finance, the Emeritus, has done that before. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say, I cannot say the government has borrowed money or not, we don't know. But we have come to Parliament before with the Minister of Finance presenting the papers here for us to note, because the powers are given to the Minister of Finance. So there is no issue here. The honourable member has gone and has verified that the money is there. And that was the question that we had in Parliament. We shouldn't open another debate. That was not on the seat here.
Thank you, Minister of Local Government. As I said, if there's issues, follow the right procedure, then we can debate on those issues. Yes, Deputy Leader.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I feel obliged as a leader of government now to speak on this particular issue and to provide guidance. Is it Lilongwe? Is it, Mr. Speaker? Is it Lilongwe, the former SG of that party? What's your seat? What's your seat? What's your seat? Okay. The person, the honourable member who just resumed his seat, need to have these facts that
please, Honourable Deputy Leader, you can address him as Lilongwe Mpenu.
Aha, okay. Honourable Speaker, this is for the benefit of, and I don't think, okay, I needed to say this, but he is a man who is learned. He's been in the banking sector, and I actually appreciate his knowledge. But this is what must be known, that a state-owned company, a state-owned enterprise, like in this case, NFRA, can transact, can borrow from any financial institution, or what it requires is to seek approval from the Secretary to Treasury, to proceed if it is a loan. There is no requirement whatsoever that that should come to this House. And again, I would want to just agree with you that the chairperson who spoke here, many may look at him as the chairperson, but it is you, the speaker, who was speaking here, because these committees are headed by you. And it is not right to reflect on the speaker. This side will protect the speaker and will protect its chairs. And that must be recorded. We will protect the speaker, we will protect the chairs of the committees that we have put in place. So the speaker guided and enabled the chair to speak here. We could not say no. And I think that must be stated here. So this is a house of procedure, a house of records. Let's be guided like that. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. We now proceed with questions for oral replies. Deputy Leader, which questions are we tackling?
But I think this is the House of Records and we need to set information straight and accurate. The Deputy Leader of the House has actually shared with the House today information that I need to collect. Right, Honorable Speaker, the Public Finance Management Act of 2022, Section 28, subsection 1, allows that the Minister of Finance shall not borrow money on behalf of government unless authorized by an act of Parliament. Section 28, subsection 3, all loans must be included in the annual budget or approved by a separate Loan Authorization Act passed by Parliament. And Section 40, government can issue guarantee, but even those need Parliament approval. So far, for the 100 billion, which is an equivalent of 54 million US dollars, it should have been either in 2025-26 budget, or it would have been tabled in Parliament as the loan authorization motion with the terms, interest rate, repayment period, and purpose. So I wanted to put this straight. Right, Honorable Speaker, I submit.
Thank you, Leader of Opposition. I think I've guided enough on this matter. If there's any issue, follow the right channel and the right procedure and bring it with those facts. Minister of Lands, I hear you got a word or two.
Just to address one or two issues, and thank you, my leader here, the Deputy Leader, for such an opportunity. We have an issue at hand. Many of you maybe have read in the papers, social media, that we have a group of Malawians that is working from Lumpi and in Katabe, possibly to demonstrate here in Lilongwe due to land issues. The land in question is called Kasasire. This land is owned by the Defense Force. It is the largest area here in Malawi whereby the Defense Force do their trainings. With time, our dear brothers located in this area illegally, and the courts ruled that this is a protected area and such no one should settle there. Being Malawians that are struggling and needed land, they settled and started farming in those areas. But the Defense Force, taking care of the community and needing to take all necessary arrangements in terms of risk assessment and health and safety, they warned us that we have to move these people to maybe a proper settlement. Mr. Speaker, sir, and Malawians, let me bring to attention that as a ministry, together with Minister of Justice, Minister of Defense, we have had meetings to find a better solution on how we can move these people from Kasasire to a relevant place where they can settle. Now, we have had a meeting today morning with the ministers that I've highlighted, and we have settled for a school in the northern region just soon after Tungwe, that those who left Nkatabe yesterday should settle there temporarily, and we have also engaged Dodma to provide all necessary requirements in terms of shelter and food, so that our dear brothers should not struggle along the way. The permanent solution to this, Mr. Speaker, sir, is for the Ministry of Lands to find a better settlement so that these disputes, these disagreements with the Ministry of Defense and Lands should be settled for once and for all. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me also bring to attention to all Malawians that our dear President, Professor Peter Mutharika, is watching keenly on what the ministry will do so that Malawians should not suffer, yet we have land that is available for settlement. In due course, Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry will produce a statement to the public and possibly a ministerial statement when it's necessary. I thank you and I submit.
Thank you, Minister of Lands. Let me encourage you, Honorable Minister of Lands, that if you see it fit, you could also involve our committee so that we are both all working together. Maybe the committee would also want to visit and have facts that Parliament can have in our records. But thank you so much for that information.
Next, would like to present the following facts for consideration. 1, the issue of handout is good. The law was very good because it made sure people who have no money but have ability to deliver participate in the political stream. What has changed now, because the same people who are proposing the amendment of the law are the ones who brought the law in this house. Mr. Speaker, sir, I need protection. I need protection because if they have money, they have hidden the money to use to buy people than deliver. I, on behalf of the few Malawians who think like me, the handout law is good. What it requires is the subsidiary legislation need to explain the limits and take consideration of the concerns, not removing it. People now, they will live delivering in their constituencies. They will just keep money, wait for 2030 and buy people. We don't need that country. President has said they want to see this country moving. We can't be keeping money to buy people to put us in power. We have to show our ability to change Malawi. We have to show that we are delivering what Malawians want, not taking advantage of the poor because we have monies that we have obtained them illegally. Rumbi West doesn't subscribe to buying of votes. Rumbi West doesn't subscribe of stealing government money and waiting for 2030, bulldozing them into the people, buying them. No. Let's look at the subsidiary registration. Let's take the issues that we can't be changing the laws each and every time we wake up. It means our committees are not doing a good job. Look at the electoral problems that we had. We passed a law and we came back a few days later to review the law. We passed a law before elections. When we were passing it, we celebrated that this is a good law. This parliament, Mr. Speaker, sir, was called, and it was called back after parliament has been dissolved to look at the law that we passed it wrongly. We need to look at the subsidiary legislations. We have people who don't have money, but they can lead in our constituencies or in political streams. Let them have a fair play. We don't have to use money to convince people to love us. Let's do what people want. If we can't deliver, people will vote us back, but we don't have to use the money to buy people's hearts. People want the roads. If you look at the money that were spent on Maheu, it could have built the Rumpinyika road. If you had looked at the money they were sharing, the 50,000 kwacha to an individual, they could have built the Rumpinyika road. Lumpi West will not be part and parcel of changing the laws we needed to suit our desires. If we are genius enough, if we have the money, let's help the people now. They will love us in 2030. I submit.
Thank you, Rumpi West.